doing good, man. How you doing? You doing all right, bro? I think my mic is on properly. That's what I gotta do, man. I gotta put this mic on properly. All right. Should be good now. Tell me if you can hear me clear now. Tell me if you can hear me clear now. Let me know if you can hear me clear now. Drop a one if you can hear me clear. That's a new thing they're doing, Strong Bros. It's like a new thing they're doing with the whole chat thing. You know what I mean? Top chatter. They're giving people like a top chatter thing. Lawson Leeds. What up, Lawson? How you feeling, man? How you doing, Lawson? Yeah, it's like a new little joint they doing, man. You know what I mean? Let me set my camera up over here. Well, how's everybody doing, man? How was everybody's 4th of July? Strong Bros. When you gonna get your own account, Strong Bros? I'm doing pretty good, Lawson. Is this your first time here, bro? Nice to meet you, man. Sir Neve is ready. What's up? How you doing? I'm doing good. How about you? Well, welcome, Lawson. Welcome, man. Welcome. Sir Neva's ready. I'm gonna just call you ready because it's easier to say. I'm from America, bro. Where you from? Gorilla Gaming. I see you. What's up? Yeah, man. I hope everybody had a good 4th of July, man. It was pretty good for me. Did some smoke, some good food. So you're gonna ask your little brother to get their own account? I got you, bro. Sounds good, man. Gorilla Gaming. What am I repeating that for, bro? I don't even know. Like, I don't even know you, bro. Why am I repeating that again? Fatima, what's up? Hit up a shake. Hey, listen, that sounds like love, bro. That sounds like life, man. That sounds like love. That sounds like life. We move this over here, and then we'll be all set. Boom. All right, we doing good. We feeling good. Let's go. Fireworks and hit up a shake, man. That sounds like love, bro. All right, everything's in place. Our power grow gang is going. Let's go. Gorilla, if you're not telling me why, I'm not doing it, bro. You know what I mean? Let's go. All right, let me make sure my lighting is good. Okay, let's do it. He's like, just repeat it just because I said so. Nah, bro. We good. Rishi, what up, Rishi? How you doing, Rishi? I got you, bro. What is that gonna do to me, bro? What is that gonna do for me, though, Gorilla? Long time no see, Rishi. How you been? You been all right? You been doing good? How was your 4th? Matter of fact, Rishi, where are you from, Rishi? I don't think I ever asked you that. Rishi, where you from? Where is Rishi from? Okay, got you. India, got you. There's quite a few people that come through here that's from India. You should have perks like let's go, let's grow. What do you mean by perks, Strong Bros? What do you mean by that? Do you have Discord, Strong Bros? Come on, bro. You are peak content. Strong Bros, I'm not monetized yet, so I can't have memberships. Come on, bro. You are the peak content Allen. What is peak content Allen? JR Jim, what up, bro? Come on, bro. You are peak content all mention fight. Hey, Rishi, I appreciate you, man. Shout out to Rishi, man. Rishi showing love. Bro gang, JR Jim, what up, man? How you feeling, man? That's right, Strong Bro. We working at it, baby. That's funny, JR. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good, man. Just jumping on here. I wasn't able to get on here this morning. It's 2:15. Just did my late night workout. Rishi, man, you doing it, man. Rishi, you doing it. 2:15 a.m. and you working out? You doing it. You doing it. You doing it, doing it. Should I hit the gym first or shake? Hit the gym, then shake, bro. Hit the gym first, then shake, man. I already put a poll question. Just 4-minute planks and push-ups. Listen, you got it going on. Let me put a poll question in here real quick. Let me add a poll. The poll question is, are carbs bad for you? A lot of people keep talking about carbs. Yes, no. Yes, I'll explain. And no, I'll explain. Everybody thinks carbs are evil. I don't know, man. What do y'all think? Are carbs bad for you? Let's go. Okay, Strong Bros, no problem. That's the topic right there, JR Jim. Check it out. Check out the poll question. You said low carbs are good because carbs make your brain work. What do you mean by that? Carbs are important for your brain. Okay, nice. So you think that carbs are good for you, not bad for you. Is that what you're saying? I think carbs are important for your brain. I agree with that. Joshua R, what's up? I don't think carbs are bad for you, but if you're trying to lose weight, I always say low carbs. However, I'm in the coaching game. Okay, so you don't think they are bad. Okay, Joshua R, what's happening? What's up, brother? Finally find you. Randy Finnemore, how you doing? Were you here before, Randy? You'll set off at 450. Okay, I got you, bro. All right, let's see what everybody's saying about carbs. So far, we got 60-40 split. 60% say carbs are bad. 40% say carbs are not bad. Okay, let me see what the explanations are. If you want to lose weight, do low carb diet, but never do a no carb diet. Okay, so you're not a believer in the keto diet, then, huh, Rishi? The keto diet is not something that you're a supporter of. You agree with Rishi? I like what Rishi's saying too. It sounds very balanced. J.R. Jim said something that sounded very balanced as well. Yes, keto diet is a no-no. Okay, okay. Nechi Grow Gang in the building. What's up? What's happening? What's up? Okay, J.R. Jim. So J.R. Jim, you wouldn't hold a hard yes to the keto diet, right? Randy Finnemore says, I was last time when you called the stream bro game. When I called the stream bro game? What do you mean, Randy? I'm sorry. What is bro game? Finally made a smoothie. Got ice, honey, melon. Man, that sounds delicious, man. Y'all, listen. Smoothie up, baby. Let's go. And listen, get you a boba tea straw. Skinny straws are for the bird, man. Simple versus complex carbs. That's a great point, guys. Simple versus complex carbs. That is a very good point. But now you got to explain what you mean, though. Because when people do the keto diet, they say all carbs are bad. You feel me? Once the keto fainted, went to the hospital and was released, they realized they need a little bit of carb for your brain. I like that. I like that. I like that. Oh, Randy Finnemore, you were here the last time we called it Grow Gang, but now Grow Gang is a real thing, Randy Finnemore. So thank you. You were here at the birth of the Grow Gangers. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming back. So Rishi, you passed out from the keto diet. Most keto connoisseurs will say that after you pass out, you'll feel better and your body can run off ketones. Your body can run off ketones rather than carbohydrates. That's what they say. What a beat, bro. For sure. Yeah. one of my buddies who does keto. What's a keto diet? Keto is KETO. A keto diet is when you don't eat carbs. I think you eat like maybe 5 grams of carbs a day. Um, Everything else is fat and protein. Fat and protein. And what happens is after your body gets into ketosis, like Nechi saying, uh, you carnivore diet very similar, except JR Jim. It's not only meat. Um, JR Jim, they eat butter. Um, they eat some veg, but it has to be very, very fibrous bread. I mean, vegetables. They eat carnivore is strictly meat. Carnivore, strictly meat. Keto is strictly fats and proteins. That's the difference. Carnivore is straight meat, nothing else. Ketosis is good for a reset, but not permanently. I like that. I agree with that. I agree with that. JR Jim carnivore diet is the same. I answered that. Okay. So we're caught up. Okay. Yeah, they're very similar. Like if you were talking to a carnivore and to a person that was practicing a keto diet, they would have more in common than uncommon, if that makes sense. They don't believe in the balanced diet. They don't even care about fiber, to be honest with you. Most carnivore diet people say you don't need fiber. Next, he said carbs are needed for energy. Sugar converts to fat, not carbs. Agreed. So, um, carbs converts into sugar. They convert into sugar to give you energy. I won't say sugar. They convert into glucose, and they convert into glucose to give you energy. Glucose is the body's preferred source of energy. The problem with carbs, by the way, I'm not against carbs, right? Okay, bro. Next live, Josh. The problem with carbs is when we overeat them and the body stores them. And when the body stores them and they don't use them, what happens is your body will store it as fat. Unused carbohydrates every day, overeating carbohydrates every day will convert into fat. That's the difference. That's why you eat complex carbs versus simple carbs. I agree with you, Nechi. I agree with you. The only thing about it is if you overeat carbs, even if they're complex, if you overeat them, you will still gain weight. If you overeat them without using them, you'll still gain weight. Because at the end of the day, it's still calories. Is anyone arguing that carbs are bad? Because I'm saying loads of carbs are bad, just like fat or sugar, but it's not bad in general. Um, you mean anyone in the chat? I mean, if you go all over the internet, they're talking about carbs being bad all over the internet. I mean, some people have really demonized the macronutrient of carbohydrates. I mean, it's amazing. I've almost I've lost almost 100 pounds with just diet. What diet were you on, Mrs. Sketcher? What diet were you on? Was it a certain type of diet or was it a balanced diet? Help me out. Help me out. Yeah, I think balance. A lot of people end up going back to a balanced diet. No strict diet. I just reduced my portions to cut out junk and water only. Yes, that's another thing too. Liquid calories add up very, very fast. So using water as your main source of liquid will definitely help you lose weight. But that's incredible. Almost 100 pounds lost No strict diet, reduce portions, and cut out the junk food. I like that. So you were eating carbs and you lost weight. Wow. Jr. Jim, he says I tried carnivore diet, only ate steak or chicken for weeks, not for me anymore. Okay. What did you learn, Jr. Jim, that you could share? What did you learn from the carnivore diet? What did the carnivore diet teach you? I try to listen to my body, see how it felt after every meal. Very important. I like that. Listening to your body is a very underrated opportunity. I call it opportunity, but it's a very underrated opportunity. I used to not listen to my body either. So I get it. I totally get it. Let me see where we at. Pumping. You know what I mean? But yeah, we're gonna see what JR Jim, what did you learn from the carnivore diet? Some foods would make my joints stiff and swell. What kind of foods were they, Mr. Sketcher? What kind of foods were they? I've heard that before. I've heard some people tell me that carbs make their joints stiff and swell. I've heard that from some people. High sodium, okay. Huh. So mostly like maybe like processed foods. Got it. White carbs. Got you. Got you. JR Jim says I had low energy. I know that I started to only crave steak mostly and stopped liking other foods. When I got off, it was hard to adjust again. But in general, it was like I was on primal mode. Okay. What exactly is primal mode? Like you mean just the way you were eating? Let's see. So 50-50. We are 50-50 right now. Nice. Nice. All right. Ryan Clifton, I'm doing pretty good, man. How you feeling today, bro? You doing all right? Ryan Clifton, we're talking about are carbs bad for you? The internet is in a debacle. They keep going back and forth. One group is demonizing carbohydrates. The next group, they're saying you need them. So we're just bringing it to the table, having a good conversation. Are carbs bad for you, man? Yeah, don't forget to like the content, family. I would greatly appreciate that. All right, my laptop is up. Let me get back to the comments. Let's go. All right, let's see. JR Jim says, like, I just want to steak 24/7. I won't do it again. I missed out on vitamin vet. Got you. Red meat, that was the most nutrition. It was like we said about. I agree with you, JR Jim. I agree with you. Ryan Clifton says carbs aren't bad. Everything in moderation. Good carbs, potato, veggies, fruit. Bad carbs, bread, rice, sugar. Got you. Okay. Hey Ryan Clifton, let me ask you, what makes rice a bad carb? In your opinion, what makes rice a bad carb? That you said rice is a staple for me. Rice is a staple in a lot of households. I'm just curious. Ryan Clifton says rice turns to sugar. Don't all unused carbohydrates turn to sugar? Because from my understanding, I could be wrong, right? A carbohydrate is going to turn into glucose, and glucose needs to be used for brain activity and body activity, right? And unused carbs get stored into the body, right, as glycogen to be used for future activity and future brain power, right? But if you don't use it, if you just keep storing glycogen over time, right, if you don't spin the glycogen, then it gets stored as fat, from my understanding. Now, now the simple carbs are going to turn into glucose a lot faster than the complex carbohydrates. I agree with that, right? But if you're getting ready to go work out, you may need a little simple carbs. I'm not talking about a Twinkie or a donut family, right? But you may need some simple carbohydrates before you go work out because you need that energy like right now. As long as you spend what you put in the bank, that's right. I heard something the other day that I really, really like. It says, why not earn your carbohydrates, right? Why not earn your carbs? Meaning, work your carbs, work for your carbs instead of just eating them. Use them, right? Get your body moving so that you can actually use the carbohydrates rather than storing them as fat over and over and over again. I like that. You know what I mean? As long as it's spent, as long as you spend what you put in the bank, it's balanced. I like that. I think all food is good for you if you can balance it out. Even sugar or fat in low amounts. Your body needs healthy fats, all around balanced diet. Cheat meals maybe not the best for you, but if it's once a week, I don't see a problem. I got you. I got you, JR Jim. I got you. Now that makes sense. So when you say that your body needs sugar in small amounts, JR Jim, from your experience, sugar in the form of I keep getting blueberries in my teeth. Blueberries. Sugar in the form of what would you say, JR Jim? When I don't feel like working out, I just dance and move for at least 30 minutes. Got you, Netchi. Movement, or what I like to say, motion is lotion. Motion is lotion. Keep moving. You know what I mean? Keep moving, man. You guys know what we should do? We should test out. We should test out the Discord thing to see how it would work. We should test it out. I mean, if carbs turn to sugar, which I didn't know by the way, I guess that's good on low carbs and maybe a sweet treat once a week. Um, so JR Jim, they don't turn to sugar right away, right? They turn to well, I guess you can say sugar because it turns to glucose, but it turns to glucose to be used for energy. So it's not just like sugar, like it doesn't just turn into sugar on the shelf. It turns to sugar, excuse me, to be used for energy. Does that make sense? So it's not like you eat a piece of fruit or eat a sweet potato and you're eating a bag of sugar. It's not how it works. There you go. You see what Nechi just said? All food will store itself as glucose if it's not needed. That's correct. Don't spend it. It'll convert to fat to save as a snack for later. That is correct. So people become overweight when they are consuming more food than their body needs, and them consuming more food than their body needs will convert the unused protein, carbohydrates, fat. It'll store all of that, or it'll convert it as glucose. Unused, it'll turn into fat. That's what happens over time. It's continuous overeating, continuous overeating. That's what causes that issue. All right, we go there. Gene, yo, what up, Gene? Gene, it looked like you were trying to put me in your mentions, but it didn't work the other day. I got like an alert, but I didn't see what happened with it. But it's all good. Let's see. So it was 50-50. How far are you from monetization? Do you mean hours wise, Nechi? Like how many hours away am I? Thanks for the advice and insight. I didn't know this. If someone with diabetes, I didn't know this. If so, if someone with diabetes, could their level spike from carbs again? I don't know anything on this. This is all new to me. A person with diabetes definitely has to monitor their carbohydrates. They definitely have to monitor their carbohydrates because a person with diabetes, they're not metabolizing carbs or sugars the same way as somebody without diabetes. So they would definitely have to carb their intake. Um, so yeah, and exercise would definitely be a real thing too. Travis Ramsey, what's up, gang? How you doing, man? How you doing, Rams? How you feeling, man? Nechi. Let me see if I can look it up. Because remember, Nechi, I started in April. I started going live in April. Um, you really do learn something every day. Hey, you got it, bro. That's what we're here for, man. Good, bro. It's so hot here. It's ridiculous. Trav, you're in Florida, right? I forgot, bro. I haven't seen you in a while, man. I'm surprised Nechi asking me online. Thought she would ask me in Discord. Let me see. Um, so for monetization, I got a ways to go. I think. Let me see. Because I think you need 3,000, right? I want to know how many videos I got to watch. Oh, for sure. And you got to go ham. You got to go ham. Tennessee is like 95 here. I know, man. I hop on here and see you live 15 minutes ago. Oh, it's all good, bro. I appreciate you. This music got me on my kung fu vibe. There you go. There you go. Let's see. So it says in the last, I guess it goes by every 365 days, I guess. It looks like, I mean, I don't know which one are shorts or not, but it looks like I'm at like 1,400 plus hours. But in order to be monetized, you need 3,000. You need 3 stacks, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So if you watch my videos, I never get the notification when you go live. Is that the thing, bro? Bro, Travis Ramsey, they must be hating, bro. I don't know why they're not giving you the notifications, bro. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get a better schedule so that people don't have to rely on the notification, and you'll just know when I'm going live. I try to tell the people in Discord when I'm going live so they know, but I don't know. You know what you should do? Maybe Travis, the bell on his channel needs to be changed to all notifications. Well, that's the thing too. Sometimes I always tell people maybe unsubscribe and resubscribe, and then hit the bell notification so that you don't miss a beat. But listen to what they're saying. What they're saying makes sense. They're trying to drown out the message, man. But yeah, that's really what it is. When the videos come out, especially live stream videos, especially my videos, my workout videos, if you want to support the channel, all you got to do is watch it in its totality. It'll give me watch hours and it'll help me out. It doesn't auto sign up for all of them, unfortunately. Oh, the notifications you're talking about. I didn't know that. I really didn't know that. He says, I love the fitness community. Hey, we love you back, man. Thank you. Thank you, bro. So I think the carb thing, I don't think there's anybody, even though it says that 38% of the people believe carbs are bad, I don't think anybody that was worth talking or wanted to talk, I don't think any of them, I don't think anybody that wanted to talk agrees that carbs are bad. I think it's moderation like everything else, right? Too much of anything could be bad, no? I think so. I think too much of anything could be bad. Anything that knocks you out of balance. Most people don't understand nutrition. You're right about that. There's a lot of fad diets, y'all. Fad diets. It says I got all notifications on, huh? Yeah, Trav. They may be trying to keep you from the Grow Gang. I don't know. I don't know. I think, Trav, are you a part of the Discord community? I'm not sure if you are, because everybody has different names, man. Join Discord, stay up to date. Sure thing, bro. And it's free. It's free, man. Yeah, I don't think anybody really disagrees with the carbohydrate thing. I think only if you are a hardcore carnivore diet person or you're a hardcore keto diet person, I think that's the only time you'll say that you don't think carbs are good for you. They got Discord for mobile, though. I thought it was PC thing. Nah, Trav, it's mobile too, bro. When you hit the link in the description, it's going to pull you up to an application. You're just gonna let us know why you want to join, and you're on the other side, bro. We communicate a lot through Discord, bro. More so than ever. A lot of people eating fast food daily. There are no warnings or nasty photos like you would get on a pack of. Like you would get on a pack of what? Same for alcohol. I never understood that the message should be more clear. JR Jim, whatever sells is what they're selling, bro. So they're not going to tell you how terrible something is if they're making money, bro. It's just part of capitalism, bro. You know, if I'm making money off something, I can't talk you down that bad. I'm making money. Like, be more clear for what? In this world, we have to work together, and we have to do our own research because no one's going to do it for us. That's why we build community. That's why we come together, because nobody's going to try to help you in that way, bro. It's just the way of the world, brother. Hate to say it like that, but it's reality. Oh yeah, heck yeah, dude. I get on that Discord community. Hey, bro, Trav, the Discord community is growing, man, and people are really growing in there. There's a lot to it. You'll see when you get on the other side, bro. But yeah, that's what it is. I get that, but they always do have warning pics on cigarettes, not on drinks or fast food. You get what I mean? JR Jim, yes, they have it on cigarettes because cigarettes are blatantly bad for you. They have it on alcohol because they can point to blatant things that are bad for you with those products. They're not going to put it on a drink because they're saying it's harmful if you drink 10 of these. You know what I'm saying? And if they tell you that it's bad, JR Jim, you won't buy it. And if you don't buy it, they don't make money, bro. Shout out to Europe. If you can't pronounce it, don't eat it. Like it. Travis Ramsey, yeah, Europe is a lot different when it comes to nutrition. It's a lot different. Certain things that you guys don't sell in Europe, they sell here. You know, it's just a part of it. You know, it comes with it. But that's why we get together, we chop it up. We don't try to be perfect at it, right? But what we do try to do is keep working at it, and that's the reality. They will feed us slop here in the U.S. Trav, that is for sure. That's why we talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I think that there's so much information on the internet that if you don't talk about it, um, everyone would just be doing 100 things at once. I used to see so many diets and try them. I'm like, yo, this is insane. Every other month, there's a different breakthrough on which diet you should have, and most of those fad diets are very restricted. So I noticed it always led me back to a balanced diet. You will buy it if you're addicted, the same way smokers will stop smoking, knowing will still smoke knowing the risk. That is correct, Jr. Jim. So there's a difference between knowing better and doing better. Some people know better, but they won't always do better. That's just part of life, you know. Um, that's where the grow game comes in. We try to offer some light at the end of the tunnel, right? That's it. We don't know the perfect diet either, but we're just all coming together and working together. They never show a bad kidney on whiskey or something. No, they're not gonna do that, bro. Bad heart on a cheeseburger. Jr. Jim, what makes a cheeseburger any different from a steak outside of the bread? Uh, what makes a cheeseburger any different from a steak outside of the bread? All right, let's see. Sugar diet, keto diet, carnivore diet, paleo, fruitarian, vegan. It's wild. Yeah, bro. See. And if you click on any of those diet, Trav, you'll find reasons as to why you should 100% do this diet until the day you die. But which one's right? Everyone's saying the same thing. The quality of meat and toppings. So Nechi, what if you had a cheeseburger, right, on a healthier bread, right? And you just had lettuce, tomatoes, and pickles, you know. And what if you had mustard and some what do you call it? What is that healthier type of mayo? You know. And what about that? Or are you saying that the toppings is the problem? You're saying because the meat is so fatty? Is it because the meat is so fatty? I hear that animal fat is healthy for you guys. What do you think about that? Let me put that as the next poll question. Let me put that as the next poll question. Depends on the toppings, I suppose. I agree with that. I think you is cheese and mayo bad for you? I mean, depends where you get your meat from. If it's Macy's, it's bad for you. What's Macy's? What is Macy's? Is that a? I don't touch dairy. Got it. Got it. I had to cut dairy in order to address my gut health. Oh, you meant McDonald's. Okay, I got you. I got what you're saying. All right, let me end this poll. Let's ask this question. Is animal fat bad for you? Is animal fat bad for you? What do y'all think about that? Is animal fat bad for you? The yo, what's up, my G? What's going on, brother? I agree with that, Nechi. I agree with that. It produces phlegm and inflammation. I agree with that. I totally agree. JR Jim says no. Okay. Everybody says no. Okay. So what about the meat, or what about ground beef that is in the burger? What about ground beef that's in the burger, guys? The yo, you say you chilling, bro? Okay. Is this your first time, the yo? The yo, is this your first time, bro? Welcome. I said yes, but I think it's fine in moderation. Okay. Okay. Depends on the fat percentage. Explain, Nechi, on the fat percentage. Yeah, bro, first time. Hey, welcome to the Grow Gang, the yo. We just in here talking about health, wellness, and getting your mind right for the future. Let's go. But if cholesterol is through the roof because saturated fat, no bueno. Too fatty and it can clog your arteries. There is so much, you guys, there is so much literature that is, I'm going to tell you guys a study that was put out about cholesterol and arteries and all that other kind of stuff, right? So there's a study that talks about, when you talk about cholesterol, right? When you're testing your cholesterol, what you're testing is not oscillocirrhosis, right? Right? If you ate only animal fat, that's bad. If you ate loads of animal fat daily, even sitting, that's bad in small amounts. Okay, got you. So there's a study, right, that says this. Unfortunately, eat animal must. Okay, got it. My bad cholesterol is very high, so I use injections every day to make my appetite low. Got you. Okay, that makes sense. This is a study. This is not my study. This is a study I read. When you get your cholesterol checked, right? Your cholesterol, the good and the bad cholesterol, it's not taking a test of how much cholesterol is in your arteries. It's taking a check on the good and bad cholesterol entering the liver and leaving the liver. So your LDL and HDL are literally movers of cholesterol. So when we test how much cholesterol you have, it tells us how many movers that you have. It doesn't tell you how much cholesterol is building up in your arteries. That's number one. So you won't know if you have clogged arteries based off of a cholesterol test, right? You won't know that according to this study, right? In fact, cholesterol is said to be good for your brain health, your brain function, etc., etc. Right? So when people say high cholesterol, they're only measuring what's going in and out of the liver. They're not measuring what's in your arteries. Most people won't. Most doctors' offices won't tell you that that's what they're testing. They're testing. I got you, Jr. Jim. They're testing what's going in and out of the liver. I personally feel best with beef and fishes. I don't eat white meats often. I feel best with beef as well. I feel more satiety with beef. Fishes I like. I like salmon. Um, I definitely like fried catfish, but I don't eat it often. But I like it. But that's the thing with cholesterol. The study said that you're only measuring what's going in and out of the liver. Number one. Number two, I love beef. Yeah, man, beef is undefeated, bro. Number two, it says that when people were tested for high cholesterol, it wasn't cholesterol wasn't the only thing. Excuse me. Cholesterol or meat wasn't the only thing that they were consuming. When they were doing the test, they were also consuming processed carbohydrates. So this is what the study said. This is not me. You could take it, you can research it, you can look into it. The study said that when it comes to cholesterol, it's not the cholesterol that clogs the artery. It's the damage from processed foods that damages the artery. And then the cholesterol gets clogged because the artery is no longer functioning properly. So what causes the clogged artery? It's not the cholesterol itself, it's the damaged artery itself. Y'all follow me? So there's a difference between the cholesterol levels and the artery damages due to a sedentary life, ultra processed foods, etc., etc. Does that make sense, y'all? Put a one in the chat if I'm making sense. Put a two if I need to explain further. Probably all the microplastics, forever chemicals. There you go. That's listen. They don't talk about all that. Next year, they don't even talk about that in doctors' offices. I like chicken, but need to remove the skin. Uh, why do you need to remove the skin? Just out of excuse me, out of curiosity. Why do you need to remove the skin out of curiosity? But yeah, Nechi. So I thought that study was very interesting because I've never heard that it's the damaged artery that gets clogged, not the artery that has the most cholesterol. Isn't that incredible? For our whole life, we thought that when we ate animal fat, it was causing us to clog our arteries. Well, really, it was the ultra processed foods that was damaging the artery, which then caused it to clog because it's full of fat. Okay, so I think you believe animal fat is bad for you then, right? Is that correct? I think so. I think your other percentage that you look at someone like Vegan Gains with 70. You look at someone like Vegan Gains with 70 LDL, and someone like Sean Barker Carnivore 20 LDL. Not trying to name drop, just an example. Travis Ramsey. I'd be terrified if my doc told me my LDL was 200. Right. Why does Sean Barker say that he's not concerned with the 200 LDL? Does he tell you in his response to that? They keep a lot from us. Sure. Sure. Got you. Got you. Um, yeah. What did he say in response to that though? He says high cholesterol is good for you, but man, you don't want to argue that with the doctor. Um, I get why you don't want to argue it with the doctor, right? But this is what I will say, right? I will say this: even with all of the medication for cholesterol, even with all the medication for cholesterol, has there been a drop off of osteoporosis or arthrosclerosis? Has there been a drop off in heart attacks or stroke since the medications? That would be my question. I don't know the answer to that, but that would be my next question. Is there a drop off in cases of heart attack or stroke with all the medication? Well, I believe that you can manage all those things with good or bad fat if you eat 1,000 calories per day. Start to eat what? 500 calories a day? The yo, 500 calories per day. Wow, 500 calories. That's pretty low. Heart attacks are still number one killer. No, I think you are right. High cholesterol is directly related to all cause of mortality rate. Basically, that's what the science says. What science though, Travis Ramsey? What science? I just gave an example. Oh, okay, I got you. I got you, the yo. You say, well, I believe that you can manage all those things with good or bad fat. If you eat 1,000 calories per day, start to eat 500 calories, and your body fat is going to go down. Yes, it's definitely calories in, calories out. The yo. Just Googled it. Yep, heart disease. So Travis Ramsey, if we have so many medicines for lowering cholesterol, see, this is the problem. Some people will lower their cholesterol with eating less cholesterol causing foods, and they'll still eat ultra processed foods, or they load up on sugar or whatever, and they're going back to square one. I noticed all these medications are available, but I just don't see a I don't see a decrease. I see it like a slower. I hate to say it like that, but I just see it as a slower decline. It's almost like for example, my dad has high cholesterol. He went to the doctor. They slapped him on statins, basically saying your cholesterol is too high, bro. True, true. Even studies on cancer show that glucose speeds up cell mutation. I've heard of that too, Mrs. Sketcher. I've heard of that too. Um, but okay, what about look at eggs? Eggs have high cholesterol, so should you limit your eggs too? Right? Is that a thing? So this is what I'm going to ask you guys. Okay, eggs have high cholesterol, right? Bread is bad for you, right? They say that vegetables. The worst thing is that we eat 10 times more food per day, which our organism don't need. Uh, that's uh, that's an interesting take. Um, bread is bad for you, right? This is not me saying it. This is just per se, right? So bread is bad for you. The size of the bread, one slice. Yeah, we normalize two slice sandwiches. True. Bread is bad for you. Eggs have too much cholesterol. Meat has too much animal fat, right? Uh, what else? Dairy is not. Some people are lactose intolerant, so they can't handle dairy. Vegetables. They say vegetables have defense chemicals. So they say vegetables are built in with defense chemicals. Meat is there's too much cholesterol in meat. Um, what are you supposed to eat, bro? What are you supposed to eat, bro? You understand what I'm saying? What are you supposed to eat? He said everything in moderation. I agree with that. But if you look, it seems like everything is bad for you if you pay attention to all of that. What if you're allergic to most fruits and veggies? If you're allergic to most fruits and veggies, listen, if you follow what they're saying, you're going to be eating Twinkies and ding dongs just because you don't know what else to eat. Highway cuts, what up? Don't eat a ribeye steak and eggs every day, but once or twice a week, run that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Travis. And what do you eat for the rest of the week, Trav? Out of from your opinion, what do you eat for the rest of the week? Highway cuts. What's up, man? I changed my name. Is C7? C7, we can't keep up with you, bro. Soda, food fried in deep oil. Generally, you can't choose health food nowadays except maybe seeds. The yo, they say seed oils are bad for you too. By the way, the yo, they say seed oils are very bad for you. C7 has changed his name to Highway Cuts. Poultry or fish, some leaner sources. Okay, so I guess C7 is mute. Yes, for sure. He's definitely you with your profile pics because you got another one today. You're right about that. Everything is bad for you. Listen, I'll tell you what I think. I think we focus so much on our dietary intake, we don't also focus as much on our mental health intake. You got people with perfect diets that they don't even focus on their mental diet, what they see, what they listen to. Oh, but like fish oils can be good for you. Fish oils can be good for you. Okay. Okay. C7. Fish oils can be good for you, but everything is bad for you. That is definitely a C7 type of line right there. I saw a short, it was a dude eating, and every time he sat down to eat, a video popped up talking about how bad it was. Bro, Trav, if you pay attention to that, you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna eat sauteed cardboard. That's what you're gonna eat. You're gonna eat sauteed cardboard because you're gonna be out of your mind trying to follow all of these, these people. That's what you're going to do. It's going to make you go crazy. You know what's going to happen? You're going to become so obsessed with your diet till your cholesterol level is going to improve, your triglycerides are going to improve, and guess what? Your mental health is going to decrease, and you're going to kill your brain, and you're going to go anyway. I know that because I used to use fish oil all the time if used properly. Okay, what did you notice from fish oil use? Um, what did you notice from fish oil use, C7? Or is it highway cuts? My bad. The white rice and chicken breast bros. I'm telling you. The food which I need to eat is vegetables cooked in water without seasonings. Hmm. Water, vegetables and water without seasoning. Okay. What about your protein intake? Do you think protein intake's important to yo or not really? Is the protein important? He says, and when I do eat red meat, I eat a lot of lean stuff. I need to eat onion broiled steak. Okay. So you eat lean cuts of meat instead of fatty cuts. Okay. Got it. I can live with that one. That sounds balanced, right? That sounds balanced. The lean cuts of meat versus the fatty ones. Okay, I can see that, but you're not saying no meat. Okay. I'm with that. I'm down with that. Give me some advice about proteins. What would be your question about proteins? But you got to get fat. But you got to get a fat rib every now and then. Yeah, Trav, that's for sure. I mean, try eating root vegetables, boiled like sweet potatoes, batata, yuca, malanga. Got it. And why is that good for you, Nechi? I'm not doubting you. I'm just curious. Why are the root vegetables good for you? Just so people know, vegetables are good for you, kind of, but I feel like fruits are better than vegetables. C7. Do you have a reason for that, or you're just saying that? Is there like a reason, brother, or are you just saying it because keeps you fuller longer? I like that. I like that. Keeps you fuller longer. I like that. I like that. When you said give you advice about protein, studies say that this is another study, guys, and we can talk more about this. This is another study. Studies say that more people than not are protein deficient. They're not getting enough protein throughout their day, and it's leading to lean muscle tissue loss at an alarming rate because you're not getting enough protein for the daily activities. That's a study. I don't say things all the time just to say them. Highway cuts. You got to realize we don't know. We know you from the internet, so we don't know how you We don't know how you're rocking sometimes. Sometimes you're rocking, sometimes you're rolling. It all depends on the day, my brother. Yes, bro, because fruits carry more protein. Carry more protein. I never heard about fruits being more protein. And health improvements better than most vegetables. Okay, highway cuts. I've never seen that. Where did you see that fruits carry more protein, highway cuts? Then them complex carbs take longer to break down. They are nice. Yes, they don't give you as much of a glucose spike because they take longer to break down. That is for sure. I eat a pretty Caribbean diet. Better nice. I have a problem with appetite. I use pills, injections to kill appetite. Those things, nothing help me. I'm hungry like a lion all the time. I guarantee you that you're probably protein deficient. I can almost guarantee you from those symptoms that you are protein deficient. I can almost guarantee it because you don't want cholesterol, which I understand, but you not wanting the cholesterol, I think, has made you neglect your protein intake, and I think that that's what's taking a toll. Protein intake. You know what I'm saying? I think your body's crying for protein. In my opinion, it's my opinion. But from what you asked me, I think you need some more protein in your life. Protein produces more satiety, which makes you less hungry. So if you say, "Hey, I don't want to eat the skin," I'm not going to argue with you. Fine, don't eat the skin. But you do need to eat the actual protein. You do need to eat that. Protein is usually from plants or animals. Sure, some potatoes will stick to the ribs. I had eggs and potatoes this morning. I'm still full. Sure, that is for sure. Nutrient dense foods are the way to go. All right, time to lock in. I seen it on a video and personal experience, at least for me personally. Okay, nice. My mom is on those shots and it's deteriorating her muscles. Oh man. Oh my goodness. The reality is protein isn't as tasty as carbs, so people neglect it on average. Very true. And I also think that I think that meat is getting a bad rap from most people. So I think people are just saying, you know, no meat altogether because somebody came on the screen and told them they should be on an all watermelon diet. So I think there's several factors to why people are eating less protein. And I think most people are getting protein from dairy and they don't realize it. They are getting protein from dairy, true. Um, I think you're hungry because you're not getting enough protein. Those protein shakes and foods all have whey. Sure. I don't know if you know this, Netchi, but I drink a vegan protein shake just so that I don't get the dairy because a lot of dairy products give me mucus. So that's a great point that you bring up. Can somebody help out Crazy Mir? Somebody help him out. Answer or Spider Man will eat you. Can you somebody help that guy out? When I up my protein intake, I'm less hungry. I really am. Um, I am. I'm less hungry. He will eat you. Oh my goodness. You never know what you're going to learn on the internet, family. You're just going to be forever learning. You never know what you might see because it is the internet. Let's see. Do you think that banana with milk and a little bit of sugar, like a smoothie, can be a good type of food? Um, a good type of food for what would you say? When you say a good type of food, I think berry a berry smoothie would be better for you than yo. Just my opinion. I think that the sugars in berries are a lot less. The berries are more complex of a carbohydrate, more antioxidants, less of a sugar spike. Um, so I think that that's better. I gotta. What time is it? Lots of micronutrients in fruit. I agree with that. Um, I'm asking that because the only way to kill my appetite, I think you need to eat more protein, Theo. I do. That would be my answer, but I think you can also do some smoothies, some fruit smoothies, but try to stick to berries because they're low in calories and they're full of nutrients. When I cut my diet, is legit 50% protein so you can stay full. That's correct. If you eat more nutrient dense food, you will you hit the hour mark 10 minutes ago. You're right about that, Neji. You will be more full over time and you also will have more satiety. Listen, I got to see my Discord people on Discord. I got to go run to this session to go take care of this client. I'm going to try to jump back on here after the session, but right now I got to go take care of this client. Um, but I will see Discord family in Discord. I'll see you guys again. Put your notifications on. Check out my latest tricep videos. If you're trying to grow your triceps or you're trying to tone your triceps, I just put a video out yesterday on the tricep exercise that you're not doing. Because I know you never tried it before. Even if you see it, you're going to be like, I never tried this before. So you guys check it out. Sorry to cut this short, but I'll be back. Okay. Yeah, the yo, up your protein and come back and talk to me. And I guarantee you, you're going to feel better. Okay. So I'll see y'all after this session. Okay. I love y'all. I see you on Discord. And remember, look yourself in the mirror, tell yourself, let's go, let's grow. I love y'all, man. I see y'all in a little bit. Salute.